They are in line with that one. Those are not the team. This is the other one. We might be able to bring up the points. There we go. Here we go. Got him. Gen.G 7-0 against KT recently. Certainly a pretty good record, I would say. Winning way more than you've lost is always what you want.
Taking a look at the stats here for KT Rolster, though, they are first in damage per minute across the team. Goal difference at 10, number one, but also goal difference at 25, number one. They have had, in their wins, the most dominant games of the split so far. It's only been a week. And take a look at the stats difference here. Again, very one-sided games that KT played, so you could see that Noah is looking insanely good in the laning phase, but it's in team fights later on. You could see the damage per minute skyrockets for Ruler. Damage percentage, again, I can't speak for the other regions, but that's how the LCK is doing it.
Indeed.
And Orianna will be the last pick here. It's going to be BDD's champion. So let's see whether the Galio stays support or not. And I think, again, given the Hex Flash situation, I think that is definitely what's going to happen. That's what we see here. Galio really strong against this type of dive style we're seeing from Gen.G. It was a game where they got total control over the bot side of the map, and he individually looked very good, but this is a much tougher comp to run.
Oh, that's a Justice Punch aggressively as Harp is burning down. Ruler's getting the autos. That's the flash. Shield of Daybreak, and now Noah's not going to be able to find life. The flash has to come through because the stun was just about up, and Ruler ain't done. There's the flash. That's the double kill, and we said that he might be able to take over this lane. I didn't think he'd do it before 3 minutes.
Thumbs down, tossed out here, and this is the difference between Gen.G's bottom lane and Damwon Kia's bottom lane, right? Aggressively come in and end up messing up. So watch this again. So Harp actually goes back in to get the knockoff, but he's burning down. Ruler hits every auto, is able to shift forward, and then Noah flashes, but gets hit by the Q here. Watch the Q. He walks right back into it, sadly, trying to predict the dodge, but Ruler's already predicted which way he's going to dodge. Yep. Hits the Q, has the follow-up flash, so perfectly done. But you're not going to have that free early game this time.
Oh, that's not fun. But Rascal doesn't want to tank up the minions just yet. These minions try and put the lane into the worst position possible, as Dove trades very nicely there with BDD, but BDD is able to get something back as Chicken can. And now Rascal is able to get the shield on the Q as we've got another fight towards the bottom side. KT, unfortunately, just still too far ahead in the lane as Noah. That's a decent dodge, but unfortunately they're too far behind, and that's another double kill. Back-to-back double kills for Ruler as Clid is pushed out of his jungle. And he's going to be able to survive. Rascal making his way in here as he's going to find Doran. Not exactly what he wanted.
Unbelievable plays on the bottom side of the map here from Ruler. Now leads to a phase. It's a 4-0 Ezreal, as we'll watch this in real time.
Oh no. And this is one of those games that is just over now that this has happened to Ruler, but let's listen.
Boom. Cut! So beautiful. And he yells cut, which means that you got to pick. That's essentially the fastest way in Korean comms to say it.
True Shot Barrage. Yeah, Ruler, you are by yourself, so he is going to flash. And now the fight is going to break out. This should be skewed in favor of Gen.G. That's the paranoia. Used from Rascal, gets him over the wall, and that should definitely be a dead Doran. Now, Dove just in the wrong position. Solar Flare connects. Shockwave is going to be utilized as well. That is going to be 6-0 the kill score, and Gen.G are just obliterating
right lane, and the map will just be painted red. Like, being out here right now where Blanket Doran is just asking for certain death.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing you can do. Now, it's a really nice end of plate over the wall here for life for the chase. Solar Flare is hit, he has 6, and it's just like, what do you do now as KT? You're probably just going to be farming under turret for the rest of this mid-game and maybe the rest of the game itself, as we'll watch this play from life once again. Look, he has 2 control wards worth of vision. Flashes in for the stun, and look at him, look at where his mouse cursor is before the flash. He's ready to get them.
Yeah, he does.
So perfect. This is a invigorated Gen.G tonight.
I think when your AD carry gets back-to-back double kills in 2v2's bottom lane, you're going to be feeling pretty good. Was able to 1v2 win the lane as Dove.
Oh, this is a big bait.
Yeah, looking to turn it. There's the flash immediately answered by BDD. Is blank. He's just going to say, yep, I'll take that. Not going to be overly greedy as we have a look at all of these pretty terrifying numbers on the bottom side. That's the flash forward, seeing that the ulti was missed, and this might be the kill under Ruler. In the 2v2, Noah's going to be able to lock that one down. Maybe it's a caster curse, I don't know, but that Zenith Blade missing was all.
I think we're going to watch it one more time. It's actually going to be from the perspective of the Kai'Sa. As you see, it goes in, immediately targets the Ezreal, knowing that the squishiness is going to give him the extra ability to finish the kill. Nicely played.
But Galio and Set certainly going to be some of the best for it. His life is just going to go in by himself, but Clid is going to move on down. It's a good knock-up, and Leona's very durable as we've got double teleports coming on through. Already the Galio has been taken down as Rascal finds the paranoia, but my god, the damage from this Kai'Sa before she goes down. Dove as well is going to help grab this other kill, and
it's still a significant lead for the Ezreal, but it's not as big as it once was. As we watch this once again, you see a lot of resources committed here to Harp, and the teleports come through. Fastest teleport is actually on the top side of this fight. It's the Lee Sin, gets the kick through. Facebreaker follow-up combo for that is so well done. And this is the coordination between players on KT.
Now finding her way towards the bottom side. As, yeah, okay, Taunt will come through, but that's the flash out from Harp, looking to try and keep himself alive and get out of there. He's going to do so, but what are Genji going to be able to take knowledge of what's going on?
I need a Chovy taunt here, KT, something, anything. Otherwise, Genji might just crush this fight. Look at their positional advantage. Look at Rascal hiding where he is. They cannot counterplay him because he's just going to paranoia in from long range. Here he goes.
Yeah, there it is. There's the engage as well, as Clid is going to be able to lock down the Drake. We'll see whether life is going to survive, as Dove is the one that Rascal decides to hop on. The 4-man shockwave though, and the Moonfall follow-up is beautiful. Look at Ruler. He's got full health. He can take as many of these kills as he'd like. As Dove's like, yep, this is over. Doran's trying to escape as well, but Ruler is going to put him in the ground, and Blank, he's going to take a Krug
Not winning that fight no matter what, even if the taunt is as good as he tried it to be.
Well, Doran's going to try and grab Bdd here, but that Q is never going to hit. Oh, but maybe you're right. Maybe.
I mean,
maybe it's life out of the duo.
4 for 4 deaths on the bot duo. I don't know.
Oh my god, that was a beautifully actually found Clid. Clid's going to leave. As okay, in goes Doran. There's the kick. And it's going to land onto life. It's not exactly the optimal target as he's going to get out, and goodbye Doran. Not so sure about that one. Exactly right. As Rascal, he is wearing a sombrero, but that's not exactly what you want. As now Dove's going to hop on in. That's an immediate stopwatch, and that's immediately a dead set after a pretty good face breaker, I have to admit.
I mean, you look at these moments and you're like, well, God, if you weren't 9 kills down, maybe this would be a team fight win for KT, but
yeah, if it wasn't an 8K gold lead at 23 minutes into the game, you'd be exactly right. But Genji are going to definitely silence all of us that was saying that KT looked great last week and just absolutely destroy them here in game number 1.
It's such a very one-sided game, but it was won for Genji very early on, and they did not let go of it. Kind of a thing you want to see from Genji, like we were saying before, but if you're a KT fan, you don't want to see it right now.
Well, Harp's got his ult back up. Let's see whether he can get it. That's a 4-man taunt. That ain't bad as the Leona's going to fall down. Noah grabs that as the Galio has been taken out. Showstopper's pretty good as Dove is looking for a face breaker. Everyone seems to have timepieces, which is pretty cool as Doran's going to get the shutdown onto Clid. But look at Ruler's health bar. It is well beyond 50%, and that is going to mean that there is no way that Genji don't win the game right here. Dove finds himself a nice little stun there, but you can see Ruler is right on the front steps of KT. And this was a statement from them here in their first game of week 2. Genji obliterate KT.
Yeah, very, very one-sided game, but I mean, it's hard to give a POG in this one too because the bottom side of the map just became so ballooned and so it's such a massive advantage early on that everything else became easy, right? And it's one of those games where if you're a KT fan, you're like, well, this one doesn't feel fair. It's like we didn't get to play the game. Can we get a redo? We weren't supposed to lose.
Yep, 21k damage basically against a KT team that felt like they had their hands cut off at the very beginning of that one. It was really rough.
Yeah.
Genji looking just really, really good.